much for sharing that. Now we move on to our next news. Germany's Foreign Minister Johann Wadephul has said that Israel must stop violent attacks on Palestinians in the West Bank. Speaking in the Christian West Bank village of Taipei, Wadephul also said that Jewish settlements in the West Bank were created in conflict with a two-state solution. Let's take a closer look at what the German Foreign Minister had to say.
Das sind keine Einzelfälle, sondern solche Taten nehmen immer mehr zu und diese Taten werden begangen von gewalttätigen jüdischen Siedlern. Ich möchte hier ganz klar sagen, solche Taten sind Verbrechen, sie sind Terror und sie gehören endlich polizeilich verfolgt. Berichte, dass Angehörige der IDF tatenlos zugesehen haben oder das sogar unterstützt haben sollen, sind erschreckend. Israel muss als Besatzungsmacht und als Rechtsstaat Sicherheit und Ordnung durchsetzen und Straftaten verfolgen. Es muss die palästinensische Bevölkerung vor diesen Gewalttätern schützen. Klar, jegliche Annexionsfantasien, seien es für Gaza oder für das Westjordanland, die auch von Teilen der israelischen Regierung hervorgebracht werden, lehnen wir ebenso klar ab. Sie würden von Deutschland nicht anerkannt.
This comes after the German foreign minister had held talks with his Israeli counterpart Gideon Sa'ar on Thursday in Jerusalem and had condemned the catastrophic humanitarian situation in Gaza. Now we're joined by Ali M. Abushbak. He's a Middle East researcher, joins us live from Cairo. Thank you, Ali, for joining us again. Good to see you. Now, Germany's foreign minister has called for Israel to halt violent actions in the West Bank. How significant is this criticism from a long-time European ally, especially given Germany's history?
Thank you, Suma, for having me again. The thing is, it's a surprising statement from the foreign minister of German, especially German, take a long stand with Israel since the beginning of this war and taking a stand with Israel for a long time. So today is after 29 of civilians from West Bank have been killed by Israeli settlement since past 2 years. And recently that the Palestinian activist Auda al-Hadalin, the director of the documentary about No Other Land, has been killed by Israeli settler. So it is significant for the criticizing and lambasting Israelis action or Israelis invasion for the people for unarmed people. And usually this kind of attack by the settler, it's covered by Israeli soldier. I mean, and also this kind of attack, it's documented by the civilians and by the activists, which no doubt about the crime that the Israeli settler has been conducted. So also the settlement in West Bank, it's considered illegal according to the United Nations Resolution 2334 that in 2006 considered the Israeli settlement in West Bank and occupied Palestine, it's illegal and should be held this kind of establishment. So meanwhile, there is Israelis minister that Smotrich, he continuously called for develop the settlement and for to extend the settlement in West Bank as well as in Gaza. So I guess we can say this kind of criticism embarrassed Israel in front of the international community, but it has no meaning. So it's just only condemnation, or it's only criticism. There is no an action. There is no sanction imposed to Israel to eliminate it and to stop Israel from violating the international law and humanitarian international humanitarian law on the ground. Also, while the people from West Bank suffering from immovability because of the Israelis because of the Israeli barriers in West Bank, there is and they consider it, according to international media, it's the most militarized area in the world, West Bank. Also, we have seen and witnessed on several of footage that how much Israeli settlers are aggressive, and we can't forget the video and the footage that has been has went viral during the Sheikh Jarrah evacuation in 2021, when the Palestinian, she asked the Israeli settler about his stealing her home, and he quoted, "If I will not steal it, sir, there is other one will steal it." So this is went viral, and it's changed the international opinion about the concept, about the natural of this war and the conflict between Palestine and Israel. I guess this make a new awareness about what is happening on the ground and rebuild the comprehensive about what is about the rebuild the comprehensive about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which we have seen as several of movement, as several of social activists. They take the street and pressurize their government and pressurize the international community for a justice in this kind of territories, which are suffering from long-term conflict between Israeli and Palestinian. While also today, Smotrich, he claims that he will not let the Palestinian statehood to establish until he's holding his position in Israeli government. And we can see how much this kind of Israelis minister fascist, and how much they are anti-Palestinian, and they don't have any kind of social and socio-political coexistence between Israeli and Palestinian community.
Thank you, Ali Emma Bushbach, for joining us and sharing your insight all the way from Middle East. Now we move on to our next news. China faces a critical deadline on August